Hello again. Man, it feels like only minutes ago I was just getting done with the video. Nova and I are sitting out front on the front porch, and I'm gonna wait a few minutes and see if anybody comes online. I've got my flashlight, and I figured what we could do is I could turn the camera around and we could do a little bit of a walk around the property. And there's an eye. Somebody's watching. Why, hello there. Yeah, we'll do a quick walk around the property. I'll get a couple more eyes on here and see how everybody's doing. Taking requests again. If you guys want me to go back down the basement and take another look and another walk around and show you those rooms again, we can certainly do that. Nova's excited. She's been sleeping this whole time, and I've been carrying furniture downstairs, so that always makes life fun. But yeah, we're out here on the front porch. It is a beautiful night. Goodness, it's in the 60s outside, and I am definitely not going to complain. Nova is wandering out in the yard already, and she wants to go explore. I don't know what she's got her eyes on. I'm sure there's something creeping around out here. Maybe a few deer, maybe, well, probably not too much in the way of deer, but maybe a fox or two. We'll see. What do you think, Nova? You see something you like? No, she just needs to go pee. That happens too. All right, so we're out front, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna spin this baby around so you can see what I see. And here's the front of the house. Ooh, I hear some cattle. So here, let's put a spotlight on this. Let's see, there we go. There we go. Front of the house, upstairs, front porch, Nova. All right, so we got the spotlight on. So let's take a walk around the property and see what we can see. Now, this is not a ton of light out here. But so Nikita said, hey, what does that fountain area look like at dark? And this is what it looks like at dark. You can barely see it. There's not a ton of light. I apologize. We'll come up on it. We'll get closer so you can have a better idea of what this looks like. So, yeah, real dark. Look at that. Goodness. All right. So, let's expand this a little bit, get a little bit more light on it. So, we have our fountain area. We have our pathway that I dug out the other day. You've got a rhododendron that has fallen over. You've got some old plants in here. Looks like a little bit of pine tree, rhododendron, and some other fun stuff in here. A lot of extra dirt and things. Yeah, maybe not deer. There's a Nova. Nova, hey, stop rubbing yourself into the deer poop on the ground or whatever other scat is on the ground there. Here, we'll walk around the fountain. Maybe not deer, huh? Yeah. Maybe not deer, especially this time of night. I really like how this fountain area turned out. I'm going to probably dig up all this grass and I'm going to plant all this. I think it'd be stellar if all this stuff surrounding the fountain area was just flowers and maybe did like ornamental trees or something inside that area. I know my dad really wants to actually see if he can get water running back in there again, but I think this thing's been not a fountain for decades, and I think it'd be a lot of work to get her back to being a fountain again. Hey, how about we walk down through the woods and let's go check out that gazebo. And we will see what's going on down here in the gazebo. Come on, Nova. We'll go down here. It is a beautiful night, though. Stars are out. The skies are clear. It is nice and warm. Hopefully I'm not shaking as much this time. I really did have that idea that what I wanted to do was on the video when I was walking through the house is to have a pulse oximeter on my finger, and that way you guys could see what my pulse was in certain areas of the house, because definitely when I was down in the basement I could feel my pulse was nice and high, and I'd love to be able to see what that is. What do you got, Nova? You see something fun over there? Here's a gazebo. Go up here at night. Oh, and step up in here. Nice, big, beautiful gazebo. I guess there was electricity down here at one time, and I talked to somebody about that, and they said that they actually had the electricity run through a pipe that was actually hooked to the trees. So I thought that was hilarious. Let's see if we can look out over the top into the pond. You can't really see the pond too well. So zoom in on it. You can see the lily pads and stuff in there, but that's really about it. Nova, you find anything good? Oh, I hear cattle. Doug must have cattle out. They're probably somewhere. What do you think, Nov? You smell anything good? Yeah, I see a pond and such. I don't see any cattle across the pond, so they're not there. We'll walk back up the hillside here. You can kind of see the lights of the property up there on the hillside, but I'd have to have night vision to actually show this well. We'll take a walk around the outside. We'll do a full lap around and take a look at it. See how much you guys can see. Anything in particular you guys are interested in seeing? I know the basement was always the big attraction. Nova, don't go too far. Come over here. And always appropriate on a time like Halloween to take a look at a gravestone that's on the property. Plumber Pride, June 11th, 1920 to November 1st. Looks like 2000. From what I heard, I think he was actually an orphan here and became an odd fellow. Here we're coming back up on the house. And there's a Nova dog running up. Hey, Nova. Looking up, let's see if I can spotlight some of those windows. See if I see any movement. Yeah. I don't see any movement yet. Tell me if you guys see anything. Donna, I don't know if I'm brave or stupid, or maybe a little bit of both. We'll see. There's some windows. Again, I don't see anything up in any of this. There's a balcony, there's a dog. Walking around the side. This is where the fox den is, or at least one of them. There's actually, if you go underneath the porch there's a ton of fox dens all through there. Here's the forest near me. This is the backside of all those 100-year-old trees, and Doug's been working on that barbed wire fence. That barbed wire fence is looking good. Here's the other side. This is one of the alcoves of the property. As you can see right here, actually, there used to be a massive handicap ramp here, and we wanted to kind of tear it out and get this area back to the way it was. You know, we'll probably put in an actual small elevator or lift to lift wheelchairs up to the porch area instead of having a really long ramp that took up a lot of ground space. Here's the side of the building. Let's go room by room. We'll peer in some of the windows and see. I don't see any movement yet. No movement in the basement. You guys tell me if you see anything. Oh, there's one of those always on lights. Don't see anything. It's kind of interesting to see it from this perspective. I'm kind of half watching the screen and half watching actual. And I guess maybe my blue eyes allow me to see down here a little bit better, where this camera doesn't quite pick it all up. There we go, I'll expand that out. This is the bottom entrance. You remember where I said that there was a door with a padlock? This is that door with the padlock. These are the windows that kids like to come in and break out. So if you're one of those kids, please stop it. Well, I hope Nova doesn't get skunked. We will see. You be careful, Nova. You watch out for skunks. There's the garage all the way over there with its 3 bays and multiple chimneys. Here's some more windows. We'll kind of pan up and take a look at all the windows up there. There's that. There's 4 windows of that sunroom that I was talking about. That's such a beautiful corner room. I could just really see that being a fantastic little apartment for somebody who likes to paint or really enjoys sun, or maybe has kitty cats or something. Let's look up through there. Let's look up on that 3rd floor. There's those 3rd floor windows. Yeah, don't see any movement up there. Always a good thing. Here's the back porch. Amanda actually just got done repairing that back porch. It was starting to sag pretty heavily, and she added a lot more strength to it, and now you can actually stand on it and not sink in and feel like you're going to collapse. Here's our monster of a dumpster. We've already filled it up once, and we're well on our way to filling it up again. Here's that basement area. This is the workshop area in the back, if you guys remember the workshop area. There is like a little half door where they turned a window into a door. Here's some more windows. Seeing if I catch any movement. I don't see any movement just yet. Nothing's catching my eye. You guys see anything? No, I don't see anything. There's the 3rd floor. 3rd floor, good. There's Nova Dog. Here's the back side of that fire escape. Remember I was talking about that new fire escape that was built? This is it right here. So this is all technically new edition right here. This was something that was added on at a later date. I don't know the time frame in which it was added. But they did a really good job matching the brick and cutting it in, so it does look really, really good. There's Nova Dog again. Hi, Nova. She's out sniffing around. Here's more basement space. Here's another alcove. Some doors, some windows. You tell me what you guys see. I don't see much of anything. I see, well, there's another broken window, but that's not new. I knew that one was there. It's one of the many that we need to get fixed. Nope. There's the oven. That's Tasha's bread making oven, and her mixer over there. There's the next floor up there. Yeah. Don't see anything up there on the 2nd floor. There's the 3rd floor all the way up there. Nothing up on the 3rd floor in there. Nothing in any of these rooms. Don't see anything anyways. Oh, another broken window. Here's the staircase. Cool. Nova, you gonna hang out in there? Or you gonna come back? Ooh, what's that? That's a door handle. I thought it was eyes. It's not eyes. There's Nova. There's Nova eyes. All right. Here's underneath. This is the, here's that window. I don't know if you can see it. Let me see if I can come in here and actually shine in. There you go. There's that window down into the coffin room. You guys can see that. Expand it out. There you go. One of the many windows under the porch, of course, because that's lovely. Maybe the porch was an afterthought. I kind of like it as an addition, though, if it was. And we're back up on the front. I'm going to take a staircase, and I am going to go up onto the front porch on one side. And we're going to go up here. I'm going to make lots of creaking. Remember, we're looking in windows to see if we catch anybody walking through here. Hopefully nobody's up here trying to scare the crap out of me, because you guys would be very successful. I hear a Nova dog behind me in the leaves. I'm going to keep talking. That way she knows where I'm at. All right. So we're only a couple 10, 15 minutes into this video. Do you guys have any requests where you'd like me to go? Could always go back down to the basement, Trish. Know how much you like that. There's a sweet rocking chair. There's nobody sitting in it. Zoom in on that rocking chair. There we go. Oh. We'll go around the other side of the porch before we go inside. Old table, rocking chair. Classy old table. Coming through here. Little side area. Right. All right, Trish says basement again. All right, so let me get around here first. I want to just kind of look in all these windows firsthand, make sure I don't spot anybody in any of these rooms. Somebody getting ready to jump out and scare the crap out of me. I did bring an extra pair of underwear just in case. I think Nova's excited. Nova, excited for going back inside? Trish says basement. Basement it is. All right, Trish. All right, so if we're going to do the basement, I'm going to have to ask this question then. Do I use, because right now I'm using a flashlight. Do I use headlamp? And old wheelchair is still upstairs. Or no, actually, I think it might be in the dining room. But what I was going to say is, do I keep using the flashlight like this and go into the basement? Do I use headlamp? And remember, I've got white headlamp and I've got red headlamp, so I can certainly do that. The coffin room, Courtney, was where they kept all the old coffins for some of their rituals for the Oddfellows. I don't know whether or not they were actually people coffins, but they were coffins made for things. So right now I've got my flashlight. So there's Nova in my flashlight. So you guys can just so you can see what's going on. Here's me in the mirror. Flashlight. Okay, flashlight. I can make it small. I can make it big, and it kind of keeps things interesting. Nova saying, "Hey, your bed is now my bed. I'm getting tired." Certainly understand that. The other fun thing I can do is here. Let me turn off the flashlight. Flashlight's off. I have a white setting for my headlamp. And that allows me to use my head. So instead of where the phone is, it's wherever my head points. But the other thing I got is I have low white. I have flashing white, which would get really annoying, I think, really fast. I also have red light, which uber creepy, right, Nova? I also have flashing red. Man, I even have a hard time seeing with that. And then I also have a special flashlight that I've had for a while. Let me grab it real quick. This one is, there it is. Very difficult to see. But if you can tell, it's a blacklight flashlight. So it takes a little bit of extra to be able to see all the flecks of stuff and the help me written on the walls and the handprints and such. Or my favorite actually is if you go into a bathroom, you can actually see where people miss the toilet. And that's always fun too. So you can see where, yeah, people pee down the seat. You kind of get everywhere. So, oh well. Oh, that's me running into a cabinet. So Trish is voting on the red light. So as long as I can see, well, that's kind of the fun, is that it does make it a little bit more difficult, but it's not as hard on the eyes. So, Nova, you gonna come down the basement again? Yep, she's coming. Right. So we're gonna go over this way. And we're going to do the other staircase to go down in the basement instead of the one that I took before. I'm going to go to the left here. We're gonna go down the other staircase now. I still have a flashlight with me. I still have my headlamp with me. But as you can see, the red light does make it a little bit creepier. What do you think, Nova? You want to go back down the basement with the red light? All right. So, you ready, Nova? Come on, Nova. All right. Now the question is how much can you guys see with the red light? Because definitely when stuff is dark, it's very hard to see. You can't see it. That was a trip. You were right, Trish. Red light does increase my chances of tripping. And it also decreases the distance in which I can see. So it definitely makes it creepier down here, like a lot. All right. If you guys remember the small work area next to the furnace, or I should say next to the boilers, the 3 boilers. Oh, and I can see outside actually a heck of a lot better with that. That's pretty cool. What's the creep level on this for you guys? Is this pretty good? So it's pretty good for me. My ankle and my knee hurt right now after that trip. But that's my own dang fault, right? That's my own dang fault. All right, so we're going over here. Yeah. Let's not get hurt. No kidding. All right, so we have that big long room where Nova found something, but she doesn't know quite what she found. And I see ceiling tiles and I see other things. We're going to walk through this room again. There's a lockbox that was broken. It has some light bulbs and some paper towels in it, so there wasn't anything important in there. Hey, Nova. You actually scared me there for a moment when I heard you behind me and then you popped up in front of me. It's a difficulty with rooms that have 2 doors. All right, so creepy small room. You can barely see in here. Here's that chair that we're going to make you sit in when you're saying things you shouldn't say. Yeah, definitely more creepy with the red light. I agree 100%. Here is the room that has the paint and the chemicals. Here, let's actually go deeper into this room and see some more stuff. We got an old rocking chair. And we got some other stuff in here, some more paint. Yeah, my distance that I can see is significantly less. There's a couple old chairs in here. There's a lot of old just rods, and looks like they did some repairs and stuff through here. I'm glad that the red light is as creepy as it is for me as it is for you. All right, here's the laundry room. Oh yeah, look at this. And laundry room, I would not want to do laundry in here, especially at nighttime. Here's our iron. Somebody set out an iron for us. We got our side window over here. We got our industrial dryer. I actually have to go over and look at it because to be able to see it, you have to get up really close, and there's nobody in there, thank goodness. There's our washer. It's actually so dim with this, I can see outside a heck of a lot better through the windows. The white light certainly caused a little bit of a reflective effect on the windows. Nova, don't give up yet, kiddo. Stay down here with me. Here's our elevator. Nova, come on, stay down here with me. All right. If you guys remember the basement area underneath the front of the house with all the extra rooms. Here's our sawhorses. Here's our extra room that has work table and all the glass. Man, you can't even see the glass in there. Well, there's a light switch down here, but I'm not going to turn it on. I'm going to be brave. Here's our work table. Here's a bunch of broken glass. And it looks like, yeah, a lot of glass was broken down here. Oh, what do I see here? I don't know what that is. Oh, bunch of big old jars. Cool. Oh, there's some door frames. Definitely be able to do that. Cool. What do you think, Nova? You getting scared? Come on, stay with me. Stay with me. Here's another side room. Oh, here's the toilet room. I got all my extra toilets in here. Let me see if I can count them. Oh, there's a urinal. There's probably like 10 to 12 toilets, maybe more. Goodness, a lot of toilets in here. Even the tanks. Here's some more of those tiles, like I was talking about, the tiles for the roof. The garage still actually has those tiles, but yeah, I know Nova's tired. She already laid down a couple times and started falling asleep. And I'll be doing the same eventually. I'm going to keep logging on and keeping everybody abreast of the situation. Oh, interesting. Okay. So you got this. Well, there must be a light switch in here as well, because I can actually see that light being on, or at least it's trying. It's flickering. I don't know where it's wired in at, though. I don't know where the switch is. Here's that back corner. And I honestly don't know what the heck that is, but I'm blocking that window for something. Nova, stay with me. Come on, Nova. All right, here's the back area. We got some old radiators that were taken out of rooms. Lots of pipe for the radiators. We got an old washer. We have the room that has the 2 bathtubs in it. And then all the ceiling tiles. See if there's anything else in here. A couple chairs. We're going to walk in here. I don't know. Does that say okay, or does that say or? Or what? No, not a whole lot of strange noises just yet. I could have swore I heard something earlier when Nova and I were moving stuff, but I think it was just the echoes of my movement. So, nothing yet there. Again, here's another side room. This is the creepy room that has the little children's plates in the corner, and actually, as expected, the children's plates, or the little tiny plates, actually look even worse in the red light than they did in the white light. Yeah. Or what? I honestly don't know. And they're bracing a lot of those windows like there's something on the other side of those windows. I wonder if they're holding back something, but that could just be where the porch boards are supported as well. So I could see that. Yeah, here's the washer. Let's walk back over here. Nova is moving on as expected. Nova, you shouldn't go hide. I need your assistance. You're supposed to be the brave one down here, not me. Well, let's go over here. Let's see where she's at. All right, so this was the pressing room, like I talked about earlier. I'm going to step in here. We're going to take a look around. Some old boxes, some linens, an old purse, some chairs. Oh, check it out. Cool old rocking chair. It looks like a wicker rocking chair. You got a couple more wicker rocking chairs. You got a couple more high back chairs over here. So these look like the Oddfellows high back chairs. Here's a wash station. Oh, there's an old wheelchair for you. I did not bring the black light with me in here. Turn the light off and listen. If I turned the light off and listen, I do believe that I would pee myself, Donna. It is a basement, and I do not hide the fact that I'm scared out of my mind right now. And if you could hear my pulse, I can hear my pulse in my ear. So I know that my pulse is racing pretty good right now. I think Nova's might be too, because she's still hiding somewhere. There she is at the top of the stairs. Hi, Nova. You should probably stay with me, honey. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Okay, this is the small room. And I'm going to not try and trip over anything. Here's an old chest. And there's some stuff in here. Looks like an old Bible and some old stuff. Here is is that a lyre? I'm not good with my old school instruments, but it's a harp-looking instrument. Not sure exactly what that is. There's another window, like I said. And then for those of you who might know, I don't know what this is. There's a handle at the bottom. At the top, there's this little area, and there's a little hole in there. And if you pop this open and look in here, there's like little marbles inside of it. Anybody know what that is? Because I don't. And there's multiple of them down here. Some of them have marbles. Some of them have little pieces of coal in them. So I'm not sure what it is exactly. All right, Nova, we're going to keep going exploring. What's back here? Oh, this is a couple of those doorways that don't really lead to anything. So I've got a doorway that is blocked off for whatever reason. And then I got a door outside, which is locked. Thank goodness. Don't want anybody sneaking in on me. All right, let's go down over here. Down over here is going to be, here's an old, I think this is an old press. And I think, like the clothes press where they put the linens through, like the really big linens to press out all the fluid before they really had dryers. And then also I think maybe even after drying to press out all the wrinkles. And there's a couple of those down here. And these actually look like they got some old mechanisms on how to make that work. I'm not really sure. Here is one of the side rooms. This is the side room that has the electricity and a hot water pipe in it. It looks like this area was supported at one time because I see a support that is fairly new actually to hold up that section of the house. So that's interesting. Here is an entrance that goes outside. And then here is our electrical room with our breakers. Many more. Yeah, I'm sure it goes somewhere. That's an excellent point. Excellent point, Trish. Here's one of those doors that actually goes out. This door releases underneath of the wraparound porch. And so this door has been completely closed off. It's actually been, it looks like it's been almost caulked and plastered into place. So that guy's not gonna be open anytime soon. The cool thing is right here behind all of these guys, you can kind of see the wood frames right there. Those little windows that are above the doors, inside the house, for each of the rooms, the doors were so tall that above them they had a window. That is a stack, I think, of all of the windows for most of the doors on the first floor. So I think we should have that. Here's our coffin room again. So Courtney was asking about the coffin room. I'm going to walk around and look in here. And some old ratty clothes, an old bench, and then these were the areas. These were just shelves, and on these shelves is where the cotton is where the I see lights out front. Multiple lights actually, like cars parked out there. Can you see those? That's interesting. I might have to go out and check that out because maybe there's people getting ready to scare the shit out of me. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so coffin room, like I said. We shall see. We shall see. Nova wants to go back upstairs, of course. So this is the front basement. And Nova's at the top of the staircase, and she says, I'm done with this place. Can we go back upstairs? And I say, okay, Nova, we can go back upstairs. Right. Let's go see, huh? Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, small coffins. I'm not sure for what. I'm going to turn off my light. And let's turn on. Well, actually, let's just walk out this way and let's see. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can see the lights over there. That is, that actually looks like the industrial area over by the levee. So maybe that's what that is. Oh well, I'm going to turn back on my white spotlight so we can see. All right. And then I promised that I would go up to the third floor and go up to the roof area, but we were going to keep Nova somewhere. Let's go find Nova real quick. Nova, are you laying down? Nova? She is. Are you laying down? You can lay down if you want to. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to follow me around all night. Do you want to go lay down? Yeah? Okay, come on. Let's go lay down, Nova. All right, let's walk through here. Come on, Nova. Here you go. Go lay down. You want to go lay down? Go lay down. Good girl. Okay, I'm going to go upstairs. If you want to come with me, you can, but you can stay down there if you want to. All right. I'm heading upstairs. Oh, my knee does not feel good. All right, so we are going to go over to the staircase and look over that way, look over this way. Let's go over the staircase. There's a hallway. Right. Stairs. Much creepier without that light, right? All right. So Nova stayed downstairs, and I'm going to go upstairs. So, attic space. We were up here once before. Again, I'm not turning the lights on. I'm going to head up in here. Hopefully I don't lose the signal with you guys. All right. Now we're going to take some more stairs up. We're going to go exploring a little bit more. So here's our next set of stairs. These are real creepy stairs, right? All right, so here's the top part. I was looking down on this earlier. You could kind of half see what I was seeing. But this is the top of the elevator. So what I was told was that sometimes the elevator just decides to hang up, and you have to come up here and you flip the switch to off, let it sit for a little bit, and then turn it back on. So that's how the elevator works. Ooh, you hear that? I heard the elevator move. Somebody must be in the elevator. All right. So here's the other staircase. This is another fun staircase. This guy keeps going up. And this guy's super duper creepy, of course. Could have swore I just heard something, but that's okay. Maybe it's just the thing rattling because I'm walking on it. And here is the top. And so I'm not sure. Maybe there was a clock in here or on one of the faces. I don't know. We're going to see. Let's go out here. Middle of the night. Woo! We're out on top of the roof. I'm going to shut the light off. You can see the lights at Elkins. You can see our front light over there. These are our street lights, but there's Elkins. And walk out here a little bit further. You can see the back part of the property. A little bit. There's not enough light to really see much of anything. But here you go. There's Elkins. Not sure about you guys. That's a pretty view. It'd be really nice if the sun was out right now, because I think you'd be able to see it a heck of a lot better, of course. But hey, it is what it is, right? All right, so here's my door. And there's no Nova coming up through those stairs, thank goodness. All right, let's go back in here. No handrail, of course. If there was one, it's since come off. Make sure I lock the door just in case somebody decides to climb the house and try and get in through the... I think honestly, like this housetop area, I think would probably be considered the 5th story. So this is 5 stories up, maybe, right here at the top of this clock tower area or rooftop access. And it's a beautiful rooftop access. Maybe if I set my alarm right, I can catch a sunrise in the morning, and you guys could all see a beautiful sunrise with me from on top of the property. I think it'd be pretty fantastic. There we go. Here's the attic space again. We're going to head down these attic stairs. Definitely need to clean up here as well. We're going to head down these stairs and go back down towards the front. Are there any more requests for places to see? Anybody have anything in particular that they want to check out? Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm going back down these stairs. All right. We'll cut through here. Let's head back towards the front. We'll go down. We'll probably find Nova sleeping in her bed, because that's what Nova likes doing right now, especially as we're getting towards midnight. Nova's getting tuckered out. You might say that she's dog tired. Garage doesn't really have much of anything cool. I can certainly go back there if you like. Hi, Nova. Yeah, you are sitting in there, aren't you? You want to check out the garage with me? Come on. All right, we'll go back through here. We'll walk through the house. The garage is behind the kitchen. Again, this is what we considered the chapel. So beautiful ceilings in here. And actually, I think when the building was first built, I think that it might have stopped back through here. And this might have been the actual kitchen area. And that's the reason why you got the big oven back here and the mixer and some of these other storage rooms. And maybe when the back part of the house was built, it must have been built at a later date, because I think this was all added on, and then you had your kitchen back here. All right, so we're going to go back out through the back door. All right, we'll pull this baby open. Pull this baby open. Step outside. You can go sniff around a little bit, Nove? Let's go sniff around a little bit, huh? All right, so truck is parked. Let's go over here to the garage. Let's pop open a garage door and see what we got inside. What do you hear, Nove? You hear something moving around? Got the extra lumber from tearing down the handicap ramp. Got some extra pipe and such. All right. All right, so here's the garage. Let's go ahead and get this one. So as you can see right here, this actually, let's see, there's another one over here too. So if you see this, you can actually see that they're super tall, and I'm going to back out. I kind of showed this in one of the other videos. But if you look at the way the garage door was framed in through here, this door used to be a lot bigger, and they actually called this the carriage house. So all of these bays were carriage bays, where you brought in the carriage with the horses, and you had to actually probably shoe the horses. So here's some extra bricks. You got the brick that they used on the inside of the building that they used kind of for framework, and then framed the outside to match the other building. Got some storage stuff. You got an old air compressor in here. Got some old tools, old brick, other things like that. Got some old cabinets. You go into the main part of the garage. There are no carriage doors in here, so I don't know what happened to the other carriage doors, but I think we can probably model those old carriage doors and make some new ones. Got a couple old barrels. You got some picnic tables. Got some other stuff. You got some old cattle grates, a really tall ladder, which is probably a good thing to have a hold of in this place. You got some old doors. Again, like I said, you can see where they framed in what used to be the old carriage doors. And I'd love to be able to get those carriage doors back on there, because I think that'd be super cool to get it back in and like what it used to be. Now here is an old staircase, and I think Doug's been working on this staircase. This thing was super rickety when we first came in here, and it actually looks like it's been shored up quite a bit. But here is, yep, it's a little bit sturdier than what it once was. Let's go upstairs. So this is the second story of the garage. Yeah, let's go through here. You got some old tires up here. You got some old benches. You got a lot of old doors, old stuff through here. Old chairs, tables. You got a lot of, a bird that was eaten. But you also got some nuts and stuff up here. So you've had a mixture of squirrels and some carnivorous animal. So the other fun one that I thought was cool up here is that if you look along here, you can actually see where all the old chimneys used to be. Here, I'm going to come back through here. There was one chimney on the front face Here's more of those tiles for the roof. So plenty of tiles for fixing up the roof. And some bones and other things of other creatures. You have another chimney on the side. That's one on this side. Here's two on this side. And three on this side. So those are all chimneys. And then come over here and step through. If you look on the back side of the house, or the garage I should say, you've got a chimney. And then if we go over here on the opposite side where all this other junk is, you can count here 1, 2, and 3 more chimneys on this side of the house too, or on this side of the garage. So you have a total of 8 chimneys that were up here. And so 8 chimneys in this garage space. And actually, if you look up above me, there is technically room for a 3rd floor above this, with even room above that. So there's a lot of space in this garage to do a lot of cool things. So definitely some awesome stuff that could be done here. But I think I'd said it in my old video that I really think that back in the day, what this was, it was a carriage house, and you had all these chimneys, which of course these chimneys have been blocked off, and it would take a little bit of work to get them operational again. But certainly, you know, you had your forges in here, and I bet you had a bunch of stoves in here that were heating up metal, and they were probably making horseshoes, and they were probably making the wheels and other things for carriages. And yeah, this is a monster garage. I mean, honestly, it's 3 cars wide. It's 2 cars deep. It's technically 3 stories. It's a monster of a garage. So much you could do with this space. It's just so cool. And just needs a little bit of TLC. You know, you got some old windows, and actually I can see the bullet holes of people firing. Yeah, that looks a little bit more than BBs through those. So yeah, probably shooting on that. I'll try not to trip down the stairs. Let's head back down the stairs. You got one of the old doors to get in here, but of course that's been blocked off. Oh, big step down. You got Nova sniffing around in here somewhere. Oh, there's another bird that's been eaten. Nova, you better not drag off any of those birds. Oh, and it appears that somebody loves somebody else. Is that J and C? Well, whoever J and C are, your love is immortalized. Oh yeah, Aaron, that's Dad and I have talked about it. This would be a fantastic garage for his cars. So definitely a very cool place. Good. Close and lock up that door. Awesome. So made it out here, and we're back outside, and we're looking back at the kitchen. Anybody else got anything? Nova, you making a pee? Good girl. I say we're going on about 50 minutes, so another long video. But anything else that you guys might want to see, I'll go ahead and check it out, or we can go ahead and sign off, and I will pop back on. I will probably say at 12:30. We'll do it past midnight, but we'll go from there. So let's see. Hey, there I am. So we flip back to me here on this side. But yeah, so you guys have seen a lot of the house. I mean, 2 really long video tours. I'm going to try and see if I can download these videos and post these to YouTube as well tomorrow. And that way kind of keep it going on the page, and make sure we keep these for record, and just the fun of it. We can have this as year 1, and hopefully every year after this we can have a little bit of fun. And as I figure out how to do this better, you know, maybe have some other people spend the night with me, and we can do some haunted tours or something like that. We'll figure it out, and just kind of go from there. But you know, there's always liability stuff. There's always going to be that kind of thing. You know, everybody says that nothing will happen, but until an accident happens, I don't want my friends to get hurt here, and I want everybody to be safe. And even me tonight, I tripped and twisted my ankle already, and my knees feel like crap. So it's hard on me too. I'm turning into an old man over here. Let's see. Let's answer some questions. So, Crazy Big, Yes, it is. Estimated to be 50,000 square feet. I think actually, if you tally up all the floors, all of the floors above the basement are somewhere around 45 or 46,000 square feet. But if you add in the basement to it as well, I mean, you've probably got another 10 to 15,000 square feet of basement space too. And that doesn't even include the garage. Like, imagine how big that garage is and how much space could be made there. I mean, there's a ton on top of a little over 15 acres that the property is. We already said that about Dad's cars. Definitely going to be a workshop for him. I think that'd be a fantastic space for him, and probably we can do more with the upstairs and just have some fun, rekindle some old school things here in Elkins. Maybe see if we can get some iron workers or some metal smiths that want to come in and try and teach some classes. I think that'd be pretty awesome. Always happy to show people the property. I'm more than happy to do anything that you guys want as far as tours around the property, showing you guys fireplaces, the kitchen, however it works, as we do renovations, how it's all going to go. I love keeping everybody updated on that. What was the manor used for in the last couple of years? Actually, it's been about 3 years since it's been used. 3 years ago, they had some of their last residents here, and it was actually used more kind of like a nursing, aged care place. But those residents either died or I think moved on to another facility. I did see some of the writing in the wall in the tower. It looks more just like simple graffiti, more kind of like, love stuff, and not necessarily tags. I mean, we don't have a whole lot of gangs in Elkins, but kids being silly and spray painting on the inside of the building. I'm glad that it's on a staircase and not on a wall inside that I'm going to need to keep. Let's see, does it have a medical area or nurse station or anything like that? None that I saw, actually. Granted that's something that I'm certainly going to be thinking about as we move forward with everything that we do here, is that if I do have assisted living, personal care home, independent living, stuff like that, I'll probably try and have one of the rooms on the first floor in the front dedicated as kind of office space for me. And, I'm not going to be there all the time, but, to be able to have a quick medical office that people can go to where I can help take care of patients here. But each of the floors, we'll have to have nurses stations. We'll have to have that kind of stuff, and just kind of general areas where people can be and can work. But yeah, there's a lot of work that has to be done. I've been talking with a lot of people recently, been reaching out and getting a lot of people involved. If you guys saw the like and the repost from the first video, Greenbrier is going to be coming up and doing some of the inspections for asbestos and radon and things like that. Just taking a good look at the property and helping me out. I've been talking with a couple other local groups, the Mills group. I'm hopeful that they can be the architectural help that I need to come up with the plans to make this a true work in progress, instead of me and my family kind of diddling and just doing little things here, but spending a lot of time kind of cleaning up more than anything else. Also, the Woodlands has been immensely helpful. I'm so happy that they're on board with this, and they're not directly doing a ton, but they're allowing me to ask a lot of questions. And Dustin with the Woodlands has been awesome to work with. So if anybody else has big projects like this and has any questions, they're definitely the people to contact, because they've got a lot of great resources and can help point you in the right direction. They've helped me get connected with people from the state for historic status and the National Register and all that kind of stuff. There's just so much outpouring of help with this, and I really appreciate it. I'm just so thankful that I have my family, I have my friends, my coworkers, everybody involved with this. They're just, everybody from the community has just reached out and been so positive with this, and it keeps me stoked and excited to keep doing things like this. So all your guys' great ideas, keep them flowing. I'm more than happy to keep doing this, and even silly things like spending the night in a big old house. And even though you guys might think it's haunted, I haven't seen anything yet. I'll let you know. Have a great night, guys. Oh, yep. See you at let's say 12:30.